Hi, good morning, boys and girls, and welcome again to our mathematics class where I shall engage you in some fun with numbers. All right, because it's important that we develop number sense, because as you go later down in mathematics, you would need these skills. You must know these skills. What we have been working on thus far, we have talked about our rules of divisibility and how we can recognize numbers that are divisible by 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10. All right, and we said that if a number can go into another number, that's a term we use to say it is a factor of the number. All right, so for example, 2 can go into 10, so 2 is a factor of 10. So you must be able to look at numbers and right away you must know which factor can go into that number, because when we get into topics like percentages and calculations, you must be able to divide numbers by factors. All right, so it is important that you develop these subordinate skills at this point in time. So we would have said that there are certain numbers that have only two factors, one and itself, and we would have used our 100 board to be able to find those numbers. Those numbers are called prime numbers. We would have also said that numbers with more than two factors are called compound numbers. Compound. So compound numbers are numbers that are not prime because they have more than two factors. So you have your prime numbers, but all other numbers will be compound numbers. Okay? So this morning we want to continue to have fun with finding the factors of numbers. So we will recap what we did yesterday, and in recapping what we did yesterday, we'll be able to go forward. For those students who are not doing the exercises, you will just be left behind again. Remember, what I am doing is a very, very comprehensive revision course of all the mathematics you would have done at the primary school level. So it is important that if you know you are struggling with mathematics, you need to look at the videos several times. The first video we would have done would have been called Number Sense. The second video, we called it Factors, Finding Factors. And this video today, we would call it More Fun with Factors, right? This is lesson 3, More Fun with Factors. So let us recap how to find the factor, how to list the factors of a number. Firstly, for example, if we have the number 12 and we are asked to list the factors of 12, we said 1 is a factor of every number. So we start with 1 in a very organized way. So we put down 1 times 12. Then we go to 2. We look at the number, and using our rules of divisibility, which we would have done in lesson 1, we check to see if 2 can go into 12. And we say yes, because the rule says that 2 is a factor of even numbers. So how many times 2 can go into 12? 2 can go into 12 6 times. So we say 2 times 6. What about 3? Yes, we find the sum of the digits. 1 add 2 give us 3. So we can say 3 can go into 3. So 3 can go into 12. We get 3 times 4. And what about 4? We said, oh, well, we have 4 already, so we need to stop. So that's where we stop. And we list the factors. We said the factors are, and we list them aside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And I'll do a much bigger number because I recognized in your working that some of you would have left out some of the factors. Okay, so I am going to show you why you would have left it out. So let's look at the number 60. Let's find the factors of 60. So we start with 1 times 60. 2 can go into even numbers. So we go to our working column and we say how many times 2 can go into 60. 2 into 6, 3, and 2 into 0, 0. So this is where you were going wrong. Some of you were just taking the 2 and you're putting the 2 across here and you're leaving the 30. No, you need to put down the 2 and the 30 because 2 times 30 will give us 60. 2 into 60 is 30. So 30 times 2 is 60. What about 3? Can 3 go into 60? If you find the sum of the digits, you will get 6. 6 at 0 is 6. So we say 3 into 60. 3 into 6, 2. And again, you need to put down both of them. 3 times 20 is 60. What about 4? There's a possibility, so we are trying. 4 into 6, 1, remainder 2, 4 into 20, 5. So you put down 4 times 15. What about 5? Can 5 go into 60? Yes, because it ends with 0. 5 into 60. 5 into 6, 1, remainder 1, 5 into 10, 2, so we get 5 times 12. 7, can 7 go into 60 exactly? No. 8, can 8 go into 60 exactly? And this is where you have to know your tables. 8 8s are 64. 7 8s are 56. 8 cannot go into 60. 9 into 60, no. What about 10 into 60? Well, a number can go is a factor of another number if it ends with 0, and this ends with 0, so it's 6 times 10. 6 times 10. What about 11? I know that 6 11s are 66. No. What about 12? Oh, well, we have 12 here already, so we need to stop. And then we list our factors. 1. So the factors will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, and 60. Good. So this morning we want to take it a step further. We want to look at two numbers. We want to look at the number, let's say we look at the number 15 and the number 20. We are looking at two numbers. And what we are going to do, we are going to list the factors of each of these numbers. We're going to start with 15. Okay, 1 times 15. Alright. 2 cannot go into 15 because it's odd. 3 can go into 15. 3 times 5. Alright. So we say the factors of 15. The factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. Okay. And then on this side, we are going to look at this, boys and girls. We are going to list the factors of 20 right on this side here. Look at that. I listed the factors of 15 here. And I'm going to list the factors of 20 right on this side here. Okay. So the factors of 20 is going to come here. The factors of 15 came on this side here. All right. So I started 1 times 20. 2 times 10. 3 cannot go into 20. 4 could go 4 times 5. 4 times 5. So what are the factors? What are the factors of 20? The factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. So what we have here, we have the factors of 15 here. And we have the factors of 20 here. Alright, let's examine both lists. These are the factors of 15. These are the factors of 20. Good. So let us see if there are any factors that belong to 15 that it belongs here in 20, the factors of 20. So we say the factors of 15, I'm seeing 1 here, I'm seeing 1 there. That's common, eh? Common means belonging to both. So we are, in other words, we are looking for common factors. So we are looking for common factors. So 1 belongs here and here. I know, here has a 2, but here doesn't have a 2. Here has a 3, but here doesn't have a 3. Here has a 5, and across here has a 5. So 5 is common. Yeah, common means belonging to both. Common means belonging to both. So we have 1 is common. 5, yeah, 5 there. No, we don't have any 15 here. So I can say the factors 1 and 5, they are factors of 15 and they are also factors of 20. So they are common factors. They are common factors. But I want to ask you all a very, very easy question. Out of those common factors, which one is the highest? Out of those common factors, which of those factors would be the highest? Yes, 5. 5 is the highest. So then we can call 5 the highest common factor. The highest common factor. And that is what we are looking at today. So we will try another one. Let's say we had 24 and 36. Okay, so we list the factors of 24. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. So we say the factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Let's look at 36. Let's find the factors of 36. 1 times 36. 2 times 2 could go into 36. Let's see how many times. Come across here. How many times 2 can go into 36? 2 into 3 is 1, remainder 1. We get 18 times. So we put 2 times 18. How many times 3 can go into 36? Well, let's work it out. 3 into 36. 3 into 3, 1, and 3 into 6. 3 times 12. 4 times 9. Well, 5 can't go into 36, but 6 can go. 6 times 6. So, right. So, let's list the factors of 36. To make it easier, instead of listing it across here, let's list it underneath here. Because here we have the factors of 24. Look at what I'm saying. The factors of 24 are, and you list them here. We say the factors of 36 are, and you list them right underneath. So you'll be able to compare, because remember, we want to look for common factors. So, you're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. Good. So you listed the factors of 24, you list the factors of 36, and then you say, let me look for what's common. And remember, common means belonging to both, or belonging to. So when you have more than 2, you will say belonging to 3 or belonging to 4. But as in this case, we have two numbers so belonging to both of them. What is common? I'm seeing 1. So we are looking for the common factors. So 1 is common. 2 here, 2 here. So 2 is common. 3 here, 3 here. Wow, we have lots of common factors here. 4 is a factor of 36. 4 is also a factor of 24. 4 is common. 6 is common also. Right. We have a 8, we don't have a 8 here. We have a 9, we don't have a 9. We have a 12. 12 is common. So you need to be careful and make sure you look. We don't have a 24 here. We don't have a 18 there. Nice. So the common factors that are common with 24 and 36 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And then we say, well, which of these is the highest? Which of these is the highest common factor? Out of the common factors, which is the highest of the common factors? Highest common factor. And from now, you may hear me using the term HCF, highest common factor. Now, this method we are using to find the highest common factor is called the iterative method. The iterative or the listing method. Okay, so we are listing our factors to find the highest common factor, and it is important that you know and you understand this concept, because like I say, when you go further down in mathematics and even in the secondary school and you don't have an idea and knowledge of this, you will be lost. So please make sure you understand what is the highest common factor. Alright, and we see the highest common factor of all these factors here, 12 is the highest. And if you would have done that, then you know how to find the HCF. So boys and girls, I shall give you a few questions to do, and I trust that you'll be able to have fun finding the HCF. Yesterday I gave you a challenge to ask you out of 4 numbers which one was prime, and some of you all had forgotten that when you look at factors of 7, you must always remember 49, 77, and 91. Okay? So, until then, please ensure you submit your work for correction, and have a nice day.